All right.
Look for the bare necessities. The simple,
necessities.
bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean, the bare necessities and Mother Nature's recipes that make the bare necessities of Gio Stream Shows, episode 17. How are y'all? Welcome. So happy to have you. I am, as always, Gio, and I have my partner in crime and audio engineer and violin player, Carey Durham, over on the side. Here we also have Patrick Sharrow in from Nashville, Tennessee.
Good to have you, bro.
How's it going? Good to be here.
Thank you for coming out. It's quite a drive now. But, you know, in quarantine times, it's like, I just want to get out of the house. Let me go.
That's right.
Let me go do anything.
You drive 5 hours.
Let me drive 5 hours to go be a part of a stream real quick. And on my right, with this beautiful, beautiful instrument that I smacked right at the beginning of the show, Destyn Perry. And Destyn, where do you technically live?
I technically live in the sticks, about 50 miles west of Atlanta, right there on Alabama line.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how do you like it out there? It's good?
It's all right, you know. Got room to grow garden, take care of ducks. Pretty soon raise kids, so yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. What were you saying about your ducks before you were a little late because what was going on?
Yeah, man. You ducks, like, because they don't have a lake because you're kind of keeping them prisoners. So I try to be a nice warden and give them a pool, you know. You get pools where I keep you locked up.
All right, well, that's
Not
good to know.
creepy
If I'm
ways.
ever locked up by you, it's good to know that I will have the
You will
right
have a pool.
to request a pool. And if I don't get it, I can who do I file a complaint to if you're my prison
Yeah, that
warden?
would be the same group, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, is
good
it your
luck.
wife in that case? If she's going to be the one?
No, she doesn't have nothing to do with
She has nothing to do with the warden, with the...
or the ducks.
Or
She
the
doesn't
ducks.
want to mess with them.
Well, now we're going to start out with an original song of yours, Patrick, right?
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
This song's one of those quick ones that just came right out, and
Aren't those the best?
yeah, absolutely. It's a bit of a love song,
A bit of a
Bit
love
of
song,
a-
he says.
I like love songs.
to some degree.
And what's it called?
This one's called "What You Do to Me."
What You Do to Me.
Ready?
Yeah, right when you are, boss.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, it's 2 a.m. You got nowhere else to go. Once again, without a friend, and I'm the fool who can't say no. But it seems to me you make it harder than it has to be, and I'm on my knees. But after all this time, you still can't see what you do to me. Oh, man. What you do to me. Hard to get, can't command. Still you can't be left alone. Just a man over it, baby, and I can get on my own. 'Cause we both agree you make it harder than it has to be, and I'm on my knees. After all this time, you still can't see what you do to me. Oh, man. What you do to me. All right. what you do to me. Oh, what you do to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a bop, man. That's a great one. Yeah, Patrick, I don't know. Were you planning on playing that one, or did you do it because I asked you to?
I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So go ahead and introduce you. You do a live stream based out of Nashville weekly, right?
Yep, it's called Live from a Nashville Apartment.
I see what you did
Wednesday.
there.
Yeah. Super fancy.
Yeah. Every Wednesday, and what time is that?
Usually 8-7 Central, so.
8-7 cent. Oh, I got to get that down. I need to start saying so.
Yeah.
Gio Stream Shows at 7-6 Central.
That's right.
Yeah, you're on top of it, man. I got to get my branding down
Sounds
over
like
here.
it's like you on a TV show right now.
Yeah.
I like that.
Disney Channel in there.
You're right.
I think it was Mark Baldwin, who's a cool member of the music community here, who I'm currently writing a new song with. So y'all will be hearing that. Musical Minds, check him out. But he was like, man, everyone's just got a TV show now. Like this Gio Stream Shows TV show. Like everyone's just like, yeah, I guess I'm a TV show host.
Right.
Like all of us got thrown into a pandemic, and I was like, well, we're all Netflix now.
That's right.
So if you couldn't tell from that first song, which I'm sure you could, which is a great song, right? I love that one. We're gonna be a little Southern flair, a little Nashville flair tonight. So hope you all enjoy. In fact, I may or may not present the only country song I've ever written. That's right. And leading into that one, I have a question for all of you. We're all going to say at the same time, simultaneously into our microphones, you're going to pronounce the word P-E-C-A-N. All right, so 3, 2, 1. Pecan.
Cajon?
What, Pac-Man? What?
Pecan.
I said it was based on context, and I got no context.
No context for that one? Okay.
Pecan.
So I
should
say
have asked you what you meant by context.
I say pecan. What are you guys? Where do you guys stand on that debate?
I also say pecan.
I mean, I don't really like whoever says it how they say it. I think it's just where you come from type of thing. But I thought pecan was a southern thing, but you're from up north and you say pecan.
Yeah, I'm from New York, and that's I've heard pecan up there though.
So it's like if I'm picking them up off the ground and cracking them, or if we're out there by the tree, it's a pecan tree. But if you're making pie, that's pecan pie. So that's kind of, yeah.
All I know
It's
is
butter pecan ice cream.
I would always much rather pecan than piquant. So that's really the reason that I can leave now if you guys want. You can just do the rest of the stream without me.
That was cool. I like that.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So that last song, What You Do to Me, and this next one, which is called Southern Belle Sweetheart, are both love songs of sorts, and they kind of talk about people that inspire you in such a way, whether it be love, or it doesn't always have to be love, sometimes friendship. So something I was thinking about we could talk about is what is a quality that you look for in either a potential partner or a friend, just like something that when you see it in people in life, it really excites you. Like for me, it's like passion, excitement. Like people that, you go to a party, you talk to someone you've never met before, right? The first thing I'm going to ask them is like, what are you passionate about? Like, I don't care what you do for work. I don't care what you ate for lunch. Tell me the thing that like gives you that sparkle in your eye, because that's what like moves me towards people. Mm-hmm. So what are some things that you guys look for in people or partners? I know you're married, so make sure to describe something that your wife would approve of.
Yeah. So if I'm starting, I guess I don't know. I just look for people that are easy to get along with, and people that can handle the small stuff. Because like I'm a very much like handle the small stuff, and the big things kind of take care of themselves. So it's like handle your small stuff without stressing out or having to tell me about how much you're handling the small stuff, and then that makes everything from life kind of flows from there. We'll just get along easy, and we'll worry about the big stuff together.
So get your ducks a pool.
Yeah, get your ducks a pool and keep the water fresh.
And there you go.
Every couple days.
And those ducks will be happy.
They do.
Yeah. What about you guys? What are some things y'all look for in friends or partners? Or
I'd say probably passion's a pretty good one, but kindness, I would say, is probably one of my big ones. Like a natural kindness where it's just part of who they are, and it's just they exude it.
I feel like kindness is one of those things that you can't fake. Like you can
Right,
fake nice,
right.
but you
It's
can't
pretty
fake
see-through,
kind.
I think, if they're faking kindness,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that's probably my number one thing.
That's a good one.
Definitely.
What about you, Carey?
I'd say respect, man. I feel like that's my foundation of any good relationship that I have with anybody, whether it's a woman, a girl, a dude, my bros, my family. I think that's kind of, we all respect everything that each other has to go through, and everything we've come from, and when we come to that same mutual respect, we're able to, kind of bouncing off of what Destyn was saying, taking care of your little stuff, respecting where all of that comes from. You taking all of that stuff, you taking care of everything, but it's a mutual type of thing, you know what I mean? It's
Sure.
a back and forth. Like, I see you for who you are, and I respect where you come from, who you are as an individual, and I appreciate somebody who comes at me with that same type of energy.
Well, and that's like doing the things that you say you're gonna do too. That's the respect thing, where it's like, I'm gonna be there at 4. No offense, I was here.
You're good, man. No respect. I get no respect.
But he knew I was gonna show up. He knew I was this time gonna listen to all the songs first, and it's that kind of thing.
She told me come over. There was nobody home. I got there. There was nobody home.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah. That's actually a really big one for me too, Destyn. I like often, it happens a lot in bars, or like when you're talking to someone that's been drinking, where like everyone wants to make big plans, but then they don't follow through with the plans.
Right.
And like, I'm one of those people that will like, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So like, I don't know if y'all have ever been drunk and then been the only person that showed up for a hike in the morning and everybody else was too hungover. But like, so saying what you're going to do is a really big thing for me. So I'm glad you mentioned. That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's respect.
Yeah. And I've been looking over at Carey when he was talking. I'm seeing this lavender light that's falling back on your face. And I think that's a good time to mention that I have a new single coming out.
Hey,
Lavender Love, which is, I'm really excited about to share this one with everyone. It was co-produced by my boy over here, Carey, and Josh Rivers. Shout out to J Riv Music. We got organ, it's got sax, it's got backup vocalists. It's like a whole palette of sound. So that's going to be out September 25th. Make sure to pre-save that. You can find it on all the places where you get your music. And enjoy this beautiful overlay if you're watching the live stream right now, which was made by our in-house mosaic designer, Gwen Pollitt.
what up, Gwen?
What up, Gwen? Shout out. Cool. So this is an original song of mine. We're doing all originals this week, which I love. This one is called Southern Belle Sweetheart. And I'll talk a little bit about how I wrote it after we play.
Nice.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Just another love song written on a country road for a country love story, bless your heart. It's a feeling in your soul, it's a dance without control, and you never know when it is gonna stop. She's my Southern Belle sweetheart. I wanna hold her hand. She looks so good in her jean jacket. I wanna be her man. It's a feeling when they go and the way they say hello, that'll tell you if you need them in your life. It's a fiery romance, then a sweet and slow dance that'll lead you to becoming man and wife. She's my Southern Belle sweetheart. She wants to hold my hand. She looks so good in her jean jacket. I'm gonna be her man. Now we've built a life for two, there's no me without a you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Many years have gone by, we have laughed and we've cried, but I always catch a smile when I say she's my Southern Belle, sweetheart. She wants to hold my hand. She looks so good in her jean jacket. I'm proud to be her man. Song for our South. Magnolia bushes and acres with a fairy tale house. Song for our South. Pecan trees and cows and sun. Nothing to do but will never be done. The garden and the land with the two Polaroids and you. Always you. Always you. In a final farewell, there's too many words to tell, so I have to say that you have all my love. As you take your long sleep, all these memories I'll keep, and I know I've got an angel up above. She's my Southern Belle, sweetheart. I wanna hold her hand. She looks so good in her jean jacket. I'll always be her man. Surprise sad. Ha! Get him with the surprise sad. So for those of you who are tuned in at home and really paying attention, we said the word pecan in that song.
Pecan.
It's almost like we planned that.
It's pecans, baby.
So if you're watching, what are you saying? If you're watching the live stream right now and you want to leave a comment below, comment how you say the word pecan. See, no matter how they say it, it's going to look the same in the comments. That's it. All right, I'll be here all week. I live here. So I wrote that one in Nashville, which was also where I'm from. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. Moved to Savannah when I was like 4. So that's a cool song for me because it's the only song I've ever written in that city, and it's kind of in the world of what that city would represent. You know,
Right.
Music capital. And you living in Nashville now, I wanted to get to know a little bit about what your experience has been. Because I know you moved from upstate New York, right?
Yep.
So can you just talk a little bit about like what some of the like immediate differences you noticed were coming from what city were you in New York?
New York, I was in Rotterdam, so it's near Albany, near the capital.
Near Albany. Okay, cool. Yeah. I actually did an opera back many years ago that was about the city of Albany, and I played this like corrupt older politician who was like, it had his hands in all this like weird stuff and was like fat and dying, and there were like prostitutes and things. It was interesting opera. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It was a world premiere, and I performed that in the Adirondacks up in New York. So
it's pretty cool.
Newsflash to everybody: there are other places in the state of New York besides New York City.
That's right.
So what was this? What was this town like? Was it small? Was it big?
It was medium. It was kind of.
I said small or big. You can't say medium. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was in between. I mean, it's sometimes it's just a medium thing, you know. But Nashville really isn't too different. But
really,
you know, Nashville's strange because it's so many people who are coming from different parts of the country. So and even around the world. So it's not really, even like the southern accent isn't something that's really super in your face, but the surrounding areas are like that. And I'd say the biggest difference is just the amount of music that's there. It's just every corner is just full of
everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah. I've been there a few times, and I mean, it doesn't matter what like backwoods, like out of nowhere, hole in the wall bar you go to, you will see the best musicians you've ever seen.
Yep.
And they're just absolutely slaying. It's really cool. I mean, but it is intimidating. Like, I respect you for moving out there because I feel like that's not an easy place to go and get. I mean, you weren't starting in music; you already had your
right.
Your
yeah,
brand
I'd already started out in New York. But.
And speaking of which, where can everyone find you online? Instagram, Spotify?
Online, you can do, it's Patrick Sharrow on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram.
It's Sharrow? You never correct me. I've said Sharrow.
Sharrow. Yeah.
Sharrow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, I was such a nice guy. So kind. Hey, there you go. Didn't even correct
I don't even notice it anymore. I just.
Oh man, try the last name Yaquinto and see how you feel.
Yeah.
See,
I always said Yaquinto, so.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, I expect everyone to.
Right.
And that's SHARROW, right?
Yep. And then
Cool.
Twitter is for some reason Pat Sharrow.
So for some reason, Pat Sharrow. No, just
For
Pat,
some- yeah,
just
right.
Pat Sharrow.
Right.
So this next song is one that is an original of Carey's, which I really, really dig. You wanna talk about? I know you weren't the only writer on it.
Oh, yeah. This song, actually, I wrote with a good friend of mine. His name is Dwayne Waterman. In the church networks, I got a couple of churches that I play with. It's a good friend of mine that I worship with during Sunday services. We used to play all the time pre-COVID, man. But despite COVID, we still figured out times to get together and collaborate. So he actually had this. He's a phenomenal guitarist, and he had this great riff that he was writing. And I'm kind of like real big on, if I hear a dope riff, sometimes it'll inspire me to write lyrics to it. And that was exactly kind of how I felt when I heard one of his chord progressions. So we kind of got together, did a cool thing where we were like setting up the camera, we were gonna do a little performance thing, and we were gonna share it with a lot of the church congregation because they all follow us on Facebook. So it's actually, we love the song because it's low-key a Christian gospel song, but it's very, it's very relatable. I kind of made it very personal about what I'm going through and the things that I think about. And it was just a really honest and just heartfelt song. And we wanted to share it. So this one's called Dreaming of Heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You want me to just play that intro without the violin?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Cool. Count me off?
1, 2.
I've been walking this road now, jumping from town to town, meeting many new faces, with my feet off the ground. Mama said it'd be alright, but I don't feel that way. Restless thinking is why I walk this road every day, looking for heaven, needing your blessing, yeah. Teach me your lesson, hear my confession, oh, I'm dreaming of heaven, needing your blessing, yeah. Silence the stressing, oh, give me truth. Oh, I love to see nature, the vision of you. When I hear your trees waver, oh, I wanna grow too. My love for the music, yeah. brings me close to you. I hope that you use it to pull us all through to heaven. Teach me your lesson, yeah. Silence their stress. Ooh. Teach them your lesson. Whoa, whoa. Dreaming of heaven. Dreaming of heaven, yeah. Silence their stress. Give me truth. Oh. Dreaming of heaven, yeah, yeah. Give me your lesson, yes. Silence their stress. Ooh. Hear my confession. Whoa, whoa. Dreaming of heaven. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Teach me your lesson. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. Silence the stress. Oh, give me truth. Give me truth. Oh, oh. Give me truth. One more time, give me truth. And we take it on the one. Give me truth.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a killer. Destyn, who did you say that you felt like that sounded like?
Man, not that it sounded like, but that I can hear John Mayer playing that.
I love John Mayer,
yeah,
man. That's the homie. I mean,
He's
I
right
don't know
up
him
that
like
alley.
that, but
No, I don't know him, but he's still the homie. I don't
he's
even
the
care.
homie. He's the
He
musical
called me
homie.
Carey like everyone else.
Yeah, since we haven't done any today, John Mayer, you are officially invited to Gio Stream Shows whenever you want
You
to come
are,
out
sir.
and join. I think we've invited him before though. He's
You know,
always-
I don't know. It boosts his career a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
no, he
Increase
definitely
those
could-
views.
pump
them numbers.
He definitely wants to get the exposure. Like, we wouldn't have to pay him. He would definitely want to come just so he could get some fans from us. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I know he's out there struggling for fans right now.
It's so tough for him right now.
So this has been a really long year, and sometimes it has felt like heaven. Like, sometimes the getting to take some solace and like slow down a little bit has been really wonderful, and then other times it's been like your own personal hell, you know. So that was something I was kind of wondering about, not only because all of a sudden it's about to be September, right? It's the end of August already, and it's like, wow, that's
crazy.
summer completely just gone,
Right.
you know. So what were some of the heaven and hell months for y'all? Like, what was one of the longest months that it seems like, and one of the shortest months, like in retrospect? Like, I think for me, March was just like forever, because it was all of a sudden you didn't know what to do with your time. You know, at least me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got knocked out of live performing. I got knocked out of my bartending job. Like, everything just changed. So March was just this huge void of time where it was like, man, I'm in a hyperbolic chamber, but I don't know what to work on. And then I feel like June and July, especially July, just like were gone immediately because you finally restructured.
Everything after March, pretty much for me, is just like
a blur.
Yeah, it's just flew by.
That's what I was talking to one of my friends about. I was like, everybody kind of came into this situation. It was like the first week, everybody kind of lost their minds for a little bit and was like, all right, I'm just going to see kind of how this shakes out. And like a weekend, you kind of got the idea of how it was going to shake out. And so everybody switched into like, yeah, let's take this time and we're going to come out of the backside of this. We're going to like, I'm going to learn a new skill. Or I'm going to get my website on point. And we're going to be coming out of we're going to put in the work for these 2 weeks I got off or this month I got off. And we're going to see what's on the back end of this. And then I don't know anybody who's stuck to that. Everything got worse. Like all the musicians are rusty. All the restaurants are like, we don't have half the things that are your favorite food. Taco Bell dropped a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh,
What?
man.
I know. See,
They're
that's the
tripping,
world
bro.
we're living in now.
COVID
It's still
trolling
on the
out
menu.
here,
You
bro.
just can't get the meal.
Taco Bell,
Damn.
you are uninvited from Gio Stream
Right.
Shows officially.
Unless you want to endorse. If you want
Unless if you want to endorse us with some Baja Blast. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I make an exception for some Baja Blast.
It'd be like that
throw
sometimes.
a little Tito's in it.
A little Tito's, Tito's and Baja.
And you're cooking.
We call that like Hawaiian Tito's.
I call it vodka blast.
Ooh, that's clever, bro.
Oh man.
We got jokes.
Yeah, we got. They may not be good, but we got them.
We got them.
We got them. What do you think, Carey? What was the like short, long part for you?
Yeah, I guess so. March, bro. My perception of time is horrible. So March, I'm guessing, was the time we were really like quarantine.
Yeah, no,
right?
it was.
Yeah, that was tough for me. I guess I was just really, I took advantage of the time. It was good because I took advantage of the time to really get serious with mixing a little bit better and one up. But it was nerve-wracking because, you know, before all of this hit, you know, as a musician, I had so many gigs lined up. I had some great income set up. And that was, I guess I was tenaciously trying to get better at my craft. And that was me working through my frustration with the whole situation, you know. You know, it's tough, man, and you know that you get hit that hard, and it's nothing that you can really do anything about it. You know, it's a pandemic, bro. What you gonna do about coronavirus? And I feel like
Cardi B's gonna do
that would mess with my head a lot, and I think I would take it out on getting better at the craft. Even like if it didn't matter, I was like, okay, I'll use this stuff or don't use this stuff. But I think that was my tenacious with, like, that's just how I tried to not get as frustrated with it. Was just focus more and more on the craft and just dive into it. So it was good and bad at the same time. I think I was keeping myself from going insane for sure.
Well, and, you know, now that Destyn's mentioned, I really think that was the thing for me, is that in March I hadn't refocused. I hadn't figured out how to use that time yet. Like, I've been noticing lately my guitar chops are higher. I'll probably mess up the next song because I said that. But like, I've been feeling stronger at the guitar because I've really worked at it every day. And the last 2 months that I said went by quick were the months that I joined the team for the Mosaic group, and we really started launching, you know, me bringing whatever I offer to the team a little bit. And that was like all of a sudden time started moving fast again because I'm using my energy for something.
Right.
Also, shameless plug, check us out, the Mosaic group, if you want to have beautiful live streams that are lit and professionally mixed and have DSLR cameras, and we can't recommend that you'll have awesome guests like this, but you know, if you put out quality content, they'll want to come join. And then also even our overlay that we have here, as we mentioned, that's our in-house graphic design artist. So we're doing all the things for you. Check us out at cdmosaic.com. Photography, videography, all that good stuff. Was that shameless enough of a plug, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Cool.
Yeah,
Definitely.
okay, good. Do you wanna play some hometown favorites over here?
Sure.
You brought up to me, I wish you would. I'm not, so stream my new song, Savannah Grammar. It's already out. I hope you listen to it. It's about my hometown, but this one's about your hometown, yeah?
Yep.
And
This one's about home.
and that's New York, yeah?
Upstate New York, yep. This
Yeah.
one's about a little bit about growing up there, and then a little bit about leaving and how it's pretty hard to get back to that point of staring up at the sky as a kid when just the world seems huge, you know, everything seems like it's so much bigger than you can imagine, and then as you get older, it's just kind of like, you know, things kind of shrink a little bit, and one thing that's still there is that the beauty of, like, you know, a northern sky or the stars, it's always still there, you know, and then the hope of the promise of, you know, just having the opportunity to look around sometimes and see, you know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I will say though, I am partial to my southern sky also.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Well, so this is Northern Sky. Is this streaming anywhere yet, or is this not yet?
Yeah. This one's up on everything.
On
Anything
everything.
you want. Spotify, iTunes, anything.
All right. So check out Patrick Sharrow on
Whichever
Spotify,
one you're.
Apple Music. Some
you're
people use
into.
Deezer.
That's right. That's
Some
right.
people use Tidal. There's all kinds of, and he's
Yeah.
on all of them. What a pro.
SoundCloud. It's up there.
No one
All right.
needs
This
to do
one's
that.
Northern Sky.
Yeah.
Cool wind blows through my hometown. Watch the leaves brown and land like a kiss. Up that road they tore the diner down, and Mom and Pop drowned in a sea of bigger fish. I've seen darker days, and I've been blown away by the hole in a northern sky. I've been burned by people I trusted, beat up and busted a time or two. I've since learned roll with the punches, even if the punches leave a bigger bruise. I've seen darker days, and I've been blown away by the hole in a northern sky. If it failed tonight, would you still hold my hand? And if I came up short, would you still understand? And if we ran aground and had to swim for land, tell me when we hit that sand, would you still smile if we lost everything except your diamond ring and you had to give it up? It's been a while since I sat on a swing, wishing I had wings as I dreamt of growing up. Maybe those were better days. I'm still blown away. I'm still blown away by the hole in a northern sky. By the hole in a northern sky.
Love a little harmonic at the end, you know, a little false harmonic. Who taught me that? You know, my good friend Technically my brother. Yeah. In France taught me how to do artificial harmonics. You never know who's going to teach you how to do cool things. Adrien, that's right. Yeah. So I hope he's watching. I don't think he is, but Adrien, si maintenant tu regardes cet programme, je invite toi à Gio Stream Shows. And forgive me, French speakers, for that, because that was not the best, a little rusty, but that's impromptu French. So that sounds like a fun podcast, doesn't it? Impromptu French with Gio Yaquinto and Adrien. I feel like there could be a whole spin-off on that. Impromptu music, impromptu sandwiches, impromptu French. Impromptu everything.
Just call it that. Then you can do whatever you want.
Ladies and gentlemen, we may be onto something here. You know what is really impromptu is just live streaming in general. Like, it was kind of like the whole world was like, no, we don't really care about live streaming. We have real events in the world with people. Why would we care? And then all of a sudden, all of us have TV shows, and we're doing this weekly, bi-weekly, whatever. So for me, actually, Gio Stream Shows started before the pandemic, so it was not a huge adjustment. It was more like, well, I guess we're going to keep doing that. But Patrick, can you talk a little bit about like what it's been like for you transitioning from, I know you were playing lots of live shows.
Yeah.
And then now live in a Nashville apartment is kind of your main gig for the moment.
Right. Yeah, it just came out of nowhere, and now it's like, if you're not doing it, it's weird.
Yeah. Those are the musicians whose chops are all down, the ones who aren't streaming,
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. But you guys stayed pretty tight. Your band stayed tight through the... okay, never mind.
No, I didn't
Go back over here.
didn't mean to step on any feet.
Yeah, right. And have you found, like, are there any things that you really enjoy about the live streaming process and almost prefer to live performance, or is it completely just a pain for you?
Sometimes I like that, like, afterwards, you're just done. You don't have to pack everything up and do all that hassle, but definitely miss the crowd. You miss the people a lot, and it's hard sometimes, but it has its perks.
It is fun if you do stream a lot to bring, because I feature lots of different musicians, which is what I love most about streaming. Like,
right.
Destyn, we knew each other, but it's like, wasn't until you start coming over and doing these streams that we were a little tighter, and we were kind of friends at a distance, Patrick. Like, to be honest, we didn't really know each other that well, but then we started communicating, and here you are.
Yep.
So it's been a cool part of like getting to know other musicians, and like you're saying, it's. When the light comes on, we have this big light that you guys can't see. We're not just naturally this beautifully illuminated. Shout out to Carey and CD Mosaic Group. But like, there's this like weird thing where you think you're just going to be sitting in a living room and everything's cool, and then the light turns on and it's like, all right, we're about to stream, and everyone goes, do I know my songs? What's my name? And that's been kind of a fun part of it. But I also miss the live crowds.
Yep.
And there is a way to like respond to people in real time as they like type, but guys, we're already doing a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. I love you. I want to be able to talk to you.
Hey, Cleo's
It's
watching.
hard.
Cleo's watching. What's up, Cleo? Shout out. Good to see you. And what about you, Carey? You are part of Gio Stream Shows. You're like, it might as well Gio and Carey Stream Shows. But, sorry, it rolls off the tongue with just my name. I don't know. But what has been part of the process for you? Because you really have gone from like, I guess I'll set up a live stream to I know how to set up a professional run live stream.
So you're saying part of the process being what?
Like how it's been for you in that progression, like going from never running a live stream before to doing it every other week and us having it down to a science.
Oh man, that's cool. Like that's just how I am about certain stuff. Like I'll pick up something and I just get really infatuated with getting better at it. So that's kind of like I feel like the growth. We're on stream 17 now, man, and I feel like between when we started the stream and we didn't have no DSLR camera all the way to now, I'm just in love with that idea of progress. You know what I mean? So like, I just that's the big thing that I'm just into, always analyzing like, oh, how can we make this better? And that's kind of like been my relationship with it. Not only just doing something cool with your homies, you know what I'm saying, but also especially in this time. And that's the same thing that I felt in March. You know what I'm saying? Just being like really focused on like trying to make it better. Like, how can we make this thing that we're doing, whether it be like talking to the people, having conversations, as opposed to just doing music with them. Like, how can we make this better? Like, how can we make it more enjoyable and make what we're feeling? Because I feel like when we kick it, when we hang out, that's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we communicate that through a camera lens? You know what I mean?
Right.
So they could be at home and just feel the same vibe that's going on here. So like, I feel like slowly it's getting better and better. And better.
And I definitely feel like in like March and April and like there was a time when like having these live streams was something I latched onto.
Yeah.
You know, because everything else kind of went away, but this was the one thing that could still stay consistent.
Right.
And that's the other thing I think is like, you know, gigs in public will sort of, you make the event and then it goes away.
Yeah.
But these are like you said, 17, and I think I just hit 17 too. Or
Nice.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that they're all like right there, you know.
Yeah, well, you can
Whereas
go back
gigs
and
just
watch.
disappear and you forget about them, you know. But
that is a cool part. Like, there's literally a video catalog online of all the stream shows we've ever done. You can watch us progress. You can hear what songs we like to do. You can hear like what guests are. You know, they're all awesome. So let me stop that sentence right there. But and Destyn, you and Thud, because shout out to our friends the Devil and his advocates. We stole one of his advocates. But you said you guys are doing some live streaming now too, right?
Yeah, about every time we get together at the end of a practice or something, we'll be like, may as well throw something up on Facebook. You know, we're here. We don't make it. We don't try to make it into a production or anything for the most part.
You coming for us right now?
No. I'm saying we just we go out in the middle of a field in front of some cows, you know, and we'll be like, here we are in front of some cows. Here's a country-ish song.
Bro, if I had the option to have a backdrop of some cows, we would have cows.
I mean, he drove 5 hours to come be in front of this nice setup y'all got. I'm just saying. 2 hours, we got cows.
Yeah, you know, I'm not
next
against
time,
it. Next time.
We got cows and ducks. You can come do it in front of the ducks.
I'm not coming on the stream show.
exactly.
Also, I need Evian water bottles in my dressing room.
And all blue M&Ms.
All blue M&Ms.
All
lavender M&Ms. Shameless plug. Lavender Love coming out September 25th. Go pre-save it, man.
Smooth.
I don't even know if it's smooth at this point. I've got it like down to a science of just being a pusher. So speaking of pushing, this is an original song of mine that transition doesn't make any sense, and it's called "Beautiful Hell." And I'm going to push it into your eardrums, but I hope that you're going to enjoy it entering your eardrums, and we're just going to keep on moving.
I like it.
So yeah, this is "Beautiful Hell." 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't wanna change you. I don't wanna change you. No, it's not right for me to tell you I love you. Disaster, sentiment laced with uncommon despair. Out of your soul there's a light, and it's bright, shining right through. In one perfect moment I'll tell you what I wouldn't dare. Cause I don't wanna change you, my beautiful hell. I don't wanna change you, my beautiful hell. I don't wanna change you, my beautiful hell. I don't wanna change you, my beautiful. Caressing the skin, such a lovely sensation. Fragrant and fickle as rosebuds that break in the wind. Refreshing, addictively sober in subtle elation. In one perfect moment, it's over before it begins. Cause I don't wanna change you, my beautiful hell. Please don't let me change you, my beautiful hell. I could never change you, my beautiful hell. 'Cause I don't wanna change you, my beautiful. Yeah, I love that slide guitar with the violin. What a cool back and forth. That was nice. I appreciate that, guys.
Working with the
That's all right. That's all right. Everybody knows the game by now. As long as the music's playing, they don't even want to see us anyway. Having to look at us is a technicality, which is why many of you probably choose to stream us on the podcast version of Gio Stream Shows. If you already listen to the podcast version right now, nice. Give yourself a high five. And if you're listening with someone, give each other a high five. And if you're not, check it out. Get hip to the podcast, you know? Because sometimes you want to be driving in your car listening to dope music. You don't always want to be looking at a screen of curly-haired people. By the way, we both have that.
I follow like 15 podcasts. I don't watch any of their video streams. I just listen to it.
See?
I just go straight audio. So
Yeah.
And then sometimes you see the person and you're like, wow.
Yeah,
Just
I
not
know.
what I thought they were gonna look.
Yeah,
like.
no, I listened to this. I listened to this football podcast and a philosophy podcast. They weren't the same one, but they were two different ones.
That'd be a cool
both-
combined
both-
podcast.
The philosophy of football. But no, I had for both cases. I had pictures in my head of what these people look like, you know, and then I saw their actual pictures, and I immediately wanted to forget their actual pictures. It's like, no, this is not what these people really. This is not who they are.
Yeah.
These people are my imagined version.
Right. It's like when you when books are made into movies and you have to like force to be like have the mental image that you've created forced out of your head and instead etched in this permanent new actor's face that is now has to replace your imagination. That's a good one though. Do you guys listen to podcasts? Like what are your podcasts? Like mine is This American Life. This American Life is the jam with Ira Glass. Like especially when I drive long distances, I listen. Like I've just been weeping listening to that podcast before because some of the stories on there are just so profoundly moving. And I used to listen to this one called The Dollop. I haven't listened to it as much anymore, but I actually went and saw them live with my buddy Peter Davis. Shout out to Pete. He's never listening or
like
watching.
Pete, right?
Yeah, Peter. Yeah. He supports me from a distance. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that one day he's going to listen back to these and call me and be like, I can't believe you said I didn't listen to all the things. But until he does that, I'll know. He doesn't listen. He's gotcha. So what are I know you said philosophy and football. What are the names of them?
So the philosophy one was called The Partially Examined Life. So I was a philosophy minor in college.
Oh, really?
And they helped me get through several of the texts I had to read because they would examine them, and they'd have like 4-part series on them and stuff where it'd be like 6 to 8 hours of content on, you know, some random book.
That's
and
so
it was
cool.
really good to have these guys break it down to help. The football one is the Around the NFL podcast, and it's some guys who work for the NFL, but they almost have as much fun and as much content making fun of the NFL and like chiding their bosses and stuff, which I don't know, there's something really relatable about the way they do it. But on the musician side of things, I think a lot of musicians would get a kick out of this podcast called Your Favorite Band Sucks. And
That's a good one. Yeah.
if you haven't listened to them, they talk about popular bands and how much they suck.
Oh,
and
wow.
So
Sometimes it hurts though.
Sometimes it does, man.
Everybody hurts.
The
and
one on
everybody
Black
cries.
Sabbath where they
Sometimes.
talked about Black Sabbath being the first Christian rock band was actually that was pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm.
The Nickelback episode was good and not.
I bet that made some people mad.
I don't know.
I feel like of all the bands to attack, Nickelback is a safe choice.
Really?
Yeah, like no one's gonna be upset with you. In fact,
Why does
Nickelback, you are
everybody hate
formally
Nickelback?
not invited to Gio's stream show.
I don't.
Unless you're interested.
I
in it.
haven't.
Yeah, unless you want to come on there, you can
I
come.
haven't really listened to Nickelback like that, but every time I hear that band name, everybody.
Look at these photographs.
Well, and you know, not to spoil too much about the your favorite
part,
band
yeah.
episode's version of Nickelback, they spend most of the time talking about why does it, like, everybody doesn't hate this band, like everybody talks about hating this band, and then they sell 200 million albums.
Right,
It's like,
somebody like Nickelback.
somebody out there likes
Somebody
Nickelback.
like Nickelback, bro.
Maybe they just all wanted refunds on something they bought and they got the name mistook. You know, they just wanted their Nickelback. That's all it was. But yeah,
Gio
thank
got
you.
jokes.
Yeah, I mean you can call them jokes. I don't know. That might be
New
disrespectful.
podcast coming at you next week.
Gio got jokes. Ooh, that I really the philosophy one you mentioned is really cool. That you started that as a student for a specific purpose, and now you still listen to it.
Yeah, I still listen to it. I mean, it's a little bit heavy for work sometimes, you know, when they'll be talking about, you know, any number of like heavy topics, and they definitely use, you know, any field that you get in for study, when you get up in the upper levels of it has jargon that goes along with it, and so they'll be
Facts.
using some real heavy jargon that you kind of got to know your way around and kind of got to process a little bit. So for some tasks, it's not the thing to listen to. But, you know, sometimes it helps, or I just enjoy the topics that they go into, enjoy knowing a little bit more. So
For sure.
yeah,
Cool.
it's a good thing on that end.
How about you guys? Do you have any podcasts you listen to frequently?
Listen to Last Podcast on the Left every once in a while.
I've heard of that one. I've never listened to it, but
It's pretty funny.
Yeah?
Rolling Stone. There's a country one called Walking the Floor where they have songwriters on that I catch pretty normally. But
there's another cool one that does a bunch of interviews with singer-songwriters and stuff.
yeah, there's so many.
I think they're based out of the Atlanta area. Something with a G and an I and an O. I can't remember the name of it. Gio's work clothes. Gio's. It'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah. Carey, do you have any you listen
cool. Two actually. I listen to. I'm a geek. I love science. So NPR has this great radio show / podcast that's called Radio Lab, and they have a lot of cool, like, I don't know, like sciencey stuff where they're, you know, talking about really interesting things. This one guy, Latif Nasser, is one of the spokespersons for one of the shows, and he talks about one big thing that he has about being connected, like all of the different ways that people are connected with the world, with social media and all that stuff. So that's my nerdy geek side. And my musical side, there's one podcast that I love to watch. It's called Live From Here, and it actually was the show that inspired me to, you know, tell Gio about speaking during these live streams, like having a cool, it's just a really cool, they bring cool people in and play through different tunes, but it's basically their take. It's like a vibe. They're not playing the song exactly how that artist might have played it. It's about the vibe and the musicians that are there that day, and they do their own rendition of the song, and it always sounds different. It's always amazing because it's kind of, you know, developed within the vibe that they're in right then. So those are my 2 shows.
Nice.
I watch.
Nice. And if you want to be connected with one of your favorite podcasts or live stream shows, Gio Stream Shows, you actually now have an opportunity to do that more than ever before because we now have an active Patreon. You can check us out at patreon.com, patreon/Gio, Gio show. And there you can get exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else. You can commission us to sing a song for you. So do you want to like send your best friend or your girlfriend a happy birthday song recorded by Gio Stream Shows? We'll do that.
Booyah.
We're going to start listing our sponsors at the end of the shows. We're going to do our stream show shout out. So if you want your name kind of put in, it's just someone who's part of our community and connected with us, you know. We're also doing, we're offering where you can pick a song that we're going to do during the stream. And then for our guests that really want to be involved, we're going to start doing a after show encore song that will only be available to our Patreon subscribers. So go ahead and check us out over at Patreon. Yeah, we're really excited about it. So patreon.com/Gio show. And just remember that, like, even if you only give us $5 one time, like, I really want to be able to pay my friends that are coming out and driving from Nashville to
What's up?
Come be a part of the show. So, you know, it's very much just trying to pay the people that are coming out and giving their time and their talent. And if you can't, like, it's not a guilt trip. We get it. Life at times are hard, but if you can give a little bit and want to be part of our community, we'd love to have that further contact with you. And now I think we're moving on to our last song. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Sad. That is the one good thing about the live stream style, though, is that once the show's over, we get to keep hanging out.
Oh, facts.
It's you guys that don't get to be a part of the vibe. So.
Gangster. This pizza about to be on fire.
We're always there's always pizza after Gio Stream Shows.
Pizza in Oktoberfest.
Yeah, pizza in Oktoberfest. There you go. And I think that I loved the other 2 songs you did, but something about this one, man. This is Patrick's original, and this one was my favorite of the 3 that you're doing this week.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, what's it called?
This one's Mistakes. It's called Mistakes.
And when did you write it? Can you tell us any kind of background on it?
That's the one problem about the lockdown too, is that when I write these songs and then you forget when you write them because.
You wrote this one during quarantine.
This one was during quarantine.
But that's a story in and of itself. Like right now, it may not seem for like a story, but in 2030, when you're looking back and you go, "Oh, this was one of my quarantine songs." Like that's gonna be a thing. You know what I mean?
That's the album's gonna have to be called that.
Quarantine songs.
Yeah.
That's. There have been a lot of people that have gone for that theme. Cool.
But yeah, it's sort of about mistakes.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was trying to think of a clever way to say things that you did that you wish you hadn't done. Right. And maybe it was a mistake to open this can of worms. Anyway, here's the song.
Light inside the love you gave me. The friends you used to thought yesterday. You eat around it, you lay Doesn't matter if you're never in the same place. Doesn't matter if you're never on the same page. Doesn't matter, all you're missing is a heartache. Everybody has a choice, but they're gonna make mistakes. It's inconsistent, the writing on the wall. It's inconsistent, how far you had to fall. But it doesn't matter if you're never in the same place. Doesn't matter if you're never on the same page. Doesn't matter, all you're missing is a heartache. Everybody has a choice, but they're gonna make. Doesn't matter if you're never on the same page. Doesn't matter if you're never in the same place. Doesn't matter, all you're missing is a heartache. Everybody has a choice, but they're gonna make mistakes. Mistakes. And I know not alone, not alone. Not alone. Not alone, dear.
Just a reminder, guys, you're not alone. I know it's a hard time. I know quarantine has affected a lot of us in a lot of ways we weren't ready for, but you got people in your life that care about you, and even if you think you don't, we care about you. So we're sending some love out to you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. We're just trying to spread some positivity. That's what it's all about. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you in 2 weeks for episode 18 featuring Lola Cole. Lola. Yeah, you know her?
I like Lola.
Yeah? Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. I guess this is the point where I'm going to get up and disengage the stream, but I just love you guys so much. It's so hard for me to stop the stream. I'm overcome with emotions. You're not alone, dear. Thank you to Patrick Sharrow for coming all the way from Nashville. Thank you to Destyn Perry for being here. One more time, you can find him on social media at Patrick
Sharrow.
Sharrow, dang it.
Except for
R.
Twitter, which is
Pat.
just Pat.
Pat Sharrow. And go stream his stuff.
Like and share Sharrow.
Yeah, and Thud Devil and his advocates are Destyn Perry and
Thud Evil. It's Thud THUDEHVUL. It's
Devil.
not like the devil.
Not the devil.
We're not Satanists.
I mean,
all of us aren't,
it
at least.
Sounds what it sounds. You know, I don't know how to. And
It's coincidence.
you can find me
coincidence.
on all the platforms of Gio Yaquinto. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. You can see it right there. And if you go, to that side of the screen, check it out. Lavender Love's coming out September 25th. I'm on all the platforms. Check out our Patreon. Check out CD Mosaic, Carey _Durham. I'm done plugging. All right. Goodbye, friends. Good night.